Well, this is a plant now in America you could be put to death for growing. This is under Bill Clinton. He passed a law saying you'd be put to death for growing a cannabis plant. So
What?
we were, oh yeah, no, this was slipped in very quietly, but it's been used against hemp farmers because it's 30,000 plants. At the point that you're growing 30,000 plants, you have a, you know,
Why would you
a
be put to
mafia
death for?
having 30,000 plants, right? They say it's an act of terrorism. They say you're now that at that point you can produce enough money to produce an army or to fund organized crime or something. It becomes an act of, but it's half an acre of hemp. It's what I would like to grow in my backyard. It'll probably be, you know, several 100,000 hemp plants.
Easily.
Very close, very tight, like bamboo. Dakota Sioux tried to grow hemp in North Dakota. They were threatened with death. They were told at the ends of machine guns that they were facing capital charges for having grown a couple acres of hemp to finish a lodge house, a big lodge house they'd started building. And so that's still the moment and still the point we're at. I mean, it's breaking through, and in much of the legalization, I'm seeing the corporatization of cannabis. This idea that this once very dangerous narcotic has to be controlled by an elite group of distinguished gentlemen, billionaires, is the scariest picture of the future. The biggest difference to be made is going to happen with cannabis laws. Because we're either going to gain access to this, we're either going to get the new $1 trillion crop spread out millions of ways, or we're going to get the new $1 trillion crop in the hands of the same 1,000 people who've gotten us this far. Jack Harris used to say, if you can't grow it, it's not legal.
Right.
That's got to be the mandate. You know, it can't be, he saw this coming years and years and years ago. And there has been, Soros and people have been working on this since the 50s to collect the global cannabis strain seeds and hold them. People have gone rogue out of their organization and sold millions and millions and millions of seeds without saying any names, Dave Henry. And you know, kind of a hero of mine, but at one point he was part of a very private group of globalists collecting the global seed strains decades before this became pop culture stuff. While the beatniks were still kind of just introducing it, these guys were out there saying, well, we got all the seeds from here, we got all the seeds from here. They saw this coming 50 years ago. So the idea that Soros is involved in the legalization movement in the last 10 or 12 or 15 years, always promoting legislation that protects corporations from us. It's always this stuff where you can have 4 or 6 plants and you can have a couple ounces and then you're